G'day everyone, it's Warren from NQ Explorers. Today I'm on a solo trip, Colin's not with me, back to one of our permission sites, which is a World War II army camp. This was occupied by elements of the initially the 7th Division when they returned from Syria and the Middle East, and then the 9th Division when they returned from the Middle East after El Alamein. Then both divisions deployed north into New Guinea, all through northern New Guinea, western New Guinea and Bougainville eventually. So this camp was occupied from about early 43 right till the end of the war, 1945. We spent a small amount of time in here. Last visit was only about 2 or 3 hours. Got some nice silver coins and some military buttons. It's not a real large area. There's one of the big camp stoves in there, and it's pretty tough going with the lantana and scrub, so I'll probably take a bit of damage in here today, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure there's some good stuff in here. I'm going to go in, spend a few hours covering the whole area and seeing what else may lie further into the bush. Failing that, we've got some other spots we can go and have a look at, but hopefully we'll get some good stuff out of here today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back shortly. Well, the first order of business is a spray with the Bushman repellent. There's quite a few little bush ticks in this area. They're not really a problem, but I'd rather not have them, so I'll spray myself and get into it. Okay, let's have a look at proportional audio now. Proportional audio works in a way that if a target is distant from the coil or it's small, it will give a softer signal than a close or large target. So here I've got a lovely high 80s reading on the target ID, but when you listen to it, you can hear there's quite a soft signal, so it means it's deep or it's small. And I'm getting a depth indication of 25 plus centimetres, and the depth indicator is based on a coin size object. Now, hear that tone is quite soft. Okay, we've got 20 centimetres, we've got a fairly solid 80 to 82. This might be a pretty good target. Now as we get closer to the target, that will get louder. Or once I've got it out of the ground in the mullikeep, you'll hear the difference in the audio, it'll be a lot louder. So let's dig this one, and we'll see what comes out. Okay, we're going to go live on this 80 signal, quite soft, 82, 83. Maybe a deep coin or badge, or it may be a shallow and small brass item, because the proportional audio and the target ID are based on the conductivity of the target. So a small target will be much less conductivity than a large one. Okay, well, there you go. Got a solid 83. It's out of the ground. It was only about 4 inches down. Let's have a look here. This sounds pretty good. Very high tone, as you can hear, and it's now much louder because I'm closer to it. Let's have a look here. Oh, and look at that. We've got a silver coin. That's the first target I've dug today. It's a beautiful old sixpence. You can see there's King George VI on it there. Let's give us a clean and we'll get a date off it. Rightio, here's that sixpence I just dug on that weak proportional audio signal. This will be sterling silver, World War II, because I'm in a World War II camp. There we go, 1942D. So it's a Denver Mint, USA. But that was a good example of proportional audio. Small target, soft signal at depth, loud signal when it's closer to the coil. Here's my next target. It's either shot or dropped 45 projectile, or it's been exploded in a bushfire and it's come away from the casing, but nice little bit of ammunition there. It was a solid 62 on the AT Pro. Got a solid 76, 77 under this old burnt log, so I'm going to get this out of the way and see what's under there. Just give you a listen to the tone. Might be quite a large target because it's very loud. Still, you can't walk past the 70. Anything above 70 is going to be a good, could potentially be a good find. Okay, she's out of the ground. What is it? Oh, that was a pro pointer, I think. Dug quite a bit of dirt out there, about 7 inches down. Oh, and it's a coin. Okay, I've dug 3 targets here, 1 bullet, 2 coins. I've been here 10 minutes. Looks to be a penny. We've got a close-up on this one. And a date off it. Ripper. Well, this is the old burnt log that this penny was hiding under. You could hear, look, pennies give off an enormous signal on the AT Pro. You don't even have to swing across them, you just have to be adjacent to them. Now I can see that's a King George V, Australian Commonwealth penny, so that's quite old. Date down there, I'll just give it a clean and we'll get back. Well, that penny I just dug's been the subject of a bush clean. I can see that it's minted in World War I, 1917, Australian Commonwealth penny. There's a beautiful patina under that, on the background of that coin, so I won't clean that here. I'll wait till I get home and do it properly with a soft toothbrush and a bit of soapy water. But that's a nice coin. And go live again on this one, up against this tree, not far from that penny. 84 that signal. Oh, and it's a sardine can. Food can. When you're in these bush camps or homesteads or army camps, ghost towns in Australia, it pays to detect into these difficult spots. This has been burnt, as you can see, but all these bushes here were quite a thick bit of brush, old lantana. I've managed to poke my coil in here and I've disturbed the soil. I've had a very good hit on about 75, 76. This could be a halfpenny. It's, like I said, it's worth, I mean, there are plenty of places in Australia that haven't been detected. You can find your own camps with the right research, but a lot of them have been hammered. So that means you've got to go an extra mile and push into these rougher areas, get in amongst the scrub. You're going to take a bit of damage, but it's going to be worth it because that's where the good finds are still going to be. Okay, target's out of the hole. Let's have a look at what this is. Okay, the target's out of the hole. It's up in this mullock heap, according to the detector. With that 76 signal, now what do we got here? It's a fishing sinker. Never mind. That's okay. No one else has detected it. A lot of these detecting situations, you make your own success. You do a lot of research, you find new sites, you might be lucky to get into a camp area that no one's ever been to. And that does happen, it's quite possible because Australia is so large with a relatively small population. Particularly World War II sites like this one, there are so many of them, especially in the north. But you do make your own success by going into inaccessible areas because a lot of these places have been detected and most people do the easy parts and a lot of the relics are gone. But this, for example, is a lantana thicket. Now that wasn't there in 1943, but the diggers were. There were hundreds of them here. There's an old camp oven just over in the bush there. So a lot of people in this area, get your detector, get up in under these difficult spots. I mean, you're going to take some damage, but it's worth doing it because you will get relics where other relic hunters haven't been.
Out of New Guinea, there comes another heroic story of Australian courage and tenacity. Shaggy Ridge hangs like a knife blade over the great Ramu Valley. The key to the ridge itself is a razor-sharp spur known as Green Sniper's Pimple. From it, the Japanese completely dominated the Australian positions. Many costly attempts were made to wrest it from them. For 2 months, the Aussies gazed at it longingly. Then, in one master stroke, the Pimple changed hands. Following a withering bombardment from artillery and aircraft, the Australians stormed the almost sheer face of the ridge at the point of the bayonet, scaled the precipitous wall, and captured it in 2 hours. You can judge for yourself what a miracle of effort that must have been, as you see how the men have to make their lung-bursting climb in single file. In the central Ramu Valley near Bogajim, there's a place called Jono's Jungle Joint. Like a shaft of light in a dark room is the banner of the Salvation Army, an oasis in the jungle battleground of Australia's fighting men.
Well, this is a very satisfying find. I'm literally 10 metres from an old camp oven stone chimney. I would literally be inside the mess tent, and I've got no doubt that other relic hunters have been here. Low and slow in the leaf litter with the AT Pro. I've got a beautiful webbing buckle coming out at about 7 inches. That's a deep target. And look at that, it's still got the webbing on it. Still got the World War II khaki webbing attached. What a pearler. That was a 76 signal from the surface. Quite faint on the proportional audio, but got a lot better as it got deeper. That's come out from the middle of the mess tent. Okay, there's a camp oven in front of us. You can see we're straight in front of it. We're inside the mess tent. I just got that lovely buckle. Obviously, this didn't look like this in 1943. There's a great big gum tree in the middle of it, and all this other regrowth. But you can see the diggers have excavated this out. There's a slight slope here, and it's been dug out of this hillside there, and this is the flat area of the tent floor. So why am I telling you this? Okay, over there where the pick is pointing, I've got a lovely 83 up against those small pines. I think this is going to be a good find. It's inside the tent. It's a high tone target, and it's quite a soft signal, so it may be deep. We'll have a crack at this one. Okay, there's my target there. It's a bit jumpy, and it's quite a weak signal, as you can hear. But it's 78 to 82. That should improve as we get deeper. A little bit high for a webbing buckle, perhaps. It might be a smaller item, such as a little threepence or something. A bit high for a halfpenny. I'd say it's going to be a small coin. Okay, it's a solid 81, 82 as I'm getting deeper. That sounds pretty good now. You can hear the proportional audio is getting louder. Righto. A few roots here. This dig could be a bit painful to watch, but we'll see how we go. There's a lot of the targets in this mess tent floor are deep because there's runoff over all the years. Okay, I've just revealed something in the bottom of the hole. Let's have a look. You can see it there. Look at that. I'm wrong, of course. It is a halfpenny by the look of it. Looks like a halfpenny coin right in the centre of the tent. Okay, let's have a look at this. Just loosen the... Not bad, this granite soil, but there we go, look. It is a halfpenny. Well, that was a high reading for a halfpenny. That would have been Australian kangaroo. The English Britannia halfpennies don't ring up as high as these do. Slightly different bronze alloy. Cool. Well, it's kangaroo, I can see it there. Righto, we'll get a date. There she is, it's a 1943 kangaroo halfpenny. Nice one. Tell you what, that repellent's not working on the march flies. I'm taking a real hammering in here today. They are stinging. Well, the mesh tent's still paying off. That's an 80. Jumping a little bit higher. As you can see, deep again. A lot of runoff, high rainfall area. You get a lot of soil coming down over the last 70 plus years. They've buried these targets. Well, the mesh tent bonanza continues. A 76, I think it looks like a part of an Australia shoulder flash. Broken. Yes, it is. It's the Ralia. Well, it's not recently broken by me, so let's see if the rest of it's still in the hole. That's an Australia shoulder flash off a World War II epaulette. I was just pushing down through this bracken patch down here, which has been partially burnt by a small grass fire in the last month or so. I got a really shallow high-tone hit. I was fairly confident it wasn't going to be anything to do with World War II. There's not much rubbish in here, but there's occasional modern bits of junk. And it turned out to be a penny. It would have been less than an inch under the ground in the leaf litter. So look at it here. There we go. Oh, it's another Commonwealth penny. Nice. Well, I'll give this a clean and we'll get a date. Okay, there's that penny in the spot it came out. I've just cleaned the reverse, 1934 Commonwealth of Australia penny. The King George V on that side, but as you can see I haven't cleaned that. I'll soak that at home. That coin was very shallow. Look, there's the depth of the target. Probably an inch and a half. Nice. Fairly solid mid-50 signal, nice deep dig, about 8 or 9 inches here, and I've got this shirt button. It's not one of the large jungle shirt buttons, it's just a dress shirt button. Well, I had to move a bit of burnt deadfall here, but I've just been rewarded with another coin. It's a halfpenny, and that's an old Commonwealth halfpenny, nice one. You can see that it'll be a KG5. See, that's in really good condition. As you can see, it's quite sandy here. 1/2 penny. Okay, I'll get a clean and we'll get a date. King George V. Well, there she is, 1936 halfpenny. King George V. definitely dropped by the diggers during World War II, I'm going to predict. There's the king on the other side. Nice one. This one's 75, jumped to 80. Right, up around the low 80s now. It's I've taken off about 2 inches of the topsoil, as you can see. Might be a good recovery here. Dug quite a lot of little I think they shot 45 ACP and 9mm ammo. I'm not showing you all of those, but there's a lot of ammunition in here. There always is in these World War II camps, of course. Spray point this one now. See how close we are. Okay, it's up in the front face there. Could be another coin, jumping up in the 80s. Or a buckle. I haven't got a lot of webbing today, just that one piece. That was in the mess tent there. We'll go back and have a look at that chimney later. Okay, the target's out. I didn't see it come out. What's that there? This looks like it may be the target. Do not know what that is. Definitely the target though. Well, I was pushing into this really long grass. There's a patch of it here in the scrub. Got a shaky 63. Well, I'm glad I've dug it. Look at this. A complete Australia shoulder flash. One lug on the starboard side there. Well, that's in great nick. It's flat too. Usually they can often be quite bent. You saw me dig that rail here earlier on. Have a look at that. What a beauty. We'll give them a clean, eh? Right, there she is in all her glory. Quick bush clean. Beautiful intact Australia. One lug is missing, but that's in great nick. I've just given that a quick clean now. I'll clean that with a soft toothbrush when I get home. Nice. I was just on the way back to the Land Rover for a drink. Got a solid 80 and a coin about 2 inches down. Looks like another penny in the sandy soil. Nice. Looks like a kangaroo. I can see his tail there, I think. We'll give this one a clean and we'll get back. Well, that one's not a wartime coin, hence its shallow depth. It's a 1948 kangaroo penny. KG 6. You can clean him up there, but there's a 48 kangaroo. Ripper. Well, this is the stone mess oven that you saw me detecting around a bit earlier on, where I got that halfpenny and the half the Australia flash down in there. We're going to come back into this site with Colleen. This is a really good site. We've picked up some great stuff in here today. Quite a few coins, lots of ammunition. Always a good sign, because amongst the ammunition are the coins and the badges and the buckles and those sort of things. So I hope you enjoyed that outing today, everyone. Thanks for watching. Happy fossicking. Bye for now.